Welcome, Corey Quinn here. You've tuned in to a bonus episode of the Deep Specialization Podcast. For a limited time, every week, we're releasing a chapter of my new book, Anyone, Not Everyone, a proven system to escape founder-led sales. This is in addition to the weekly episode that we release every Wednesday. In case you don't know me, I'm a 17-year veteran of the agency space. I was recently the chief marketing officer at an agency called Scorpion. While there, we grew revenue from 20 million to 150 million. We also grew the sales team from 6 people to 100. We grew the company from 100 people to 1,000, and we grew the number of clients from 1,000 to 14,000. My passion is helping agency owners simplify their marketing and escape founder-led sales by becoming a vertical market specialist. I wrote this book because through my experience in scaling Scorpion and also working with my agency owner clients and interviewing many more on my podcast, this very podcast you're listening to, I've seen the awesome power of specializing in a vertical market can have in scaling. By listening to the book, I hope you embrace and deploy the strategies and tactics I share. If you want to get the full audiobook for free, you can go to anyonenoteveryone.com. That's anyonenoteveryone.com. It's available today. Now onto the episode. Deep specialization, step 1. Choose the perfect vertical market. Chapter 3, lay the groundwork. Curiosity is the engine of achievement. Sir Ken Robinson, International Authority on Human Potential. Many founders I speak with think that they already know which vertical market they should focus on, and you may feel the same way. Sure, you know your business and your client base better than anyone else, and your instincts are probably right. However, I'll offer you the same advice I give my clients. Even though you already know which vertical market to focus on, investing the time to validate your choice is worth the effort. Why? Choosing a vertical market that isn't right for you and your business is a distraction at best and a waste of years of your life and potential revenue at worst. Invest a few hours and do this process the right way the first time. You'll avoid the heartbreak of realizing somewhere down the road that your hastily chosen vertical market isn't a long-term fit. How long will this take? Well, assuming you have easy access to your client data, you're looking at under an hour to complete the exercises in Chapter 5 and an hour or two of basic market research. Should my vertical market come from my current client list? The history you have with your current and past clients is the best and most reliable tool for choosing the right vertical market for your business. I'll walk you through how to use your client data to choose your vertical market in Chapter 5. If you don't have client data or a track record, it's necessary to make educated guesses, especially when you're venturing into a new vertical or starting a new business. These guesses are not necessarily about market details of the vertical, like its size, industry growth, or economic trends, as such information is easy to get. To inform your decision, look for agencies and service-based businesses, such as accounting or law firms or consultants, that are already catering to the vertical market you're interested in. If you discover others have successfully engaged with this market, it's a good sign that it's a promising opportunity for you too. When should I choose a vertical market? Usually, an agency evolves from being a generalist to a specialist over time. In the early phases, it's wise not to be overly selective about the clients you serve, as this period is critical for understanding the wider market and trying to keep the lights on. Avoid rushing into specialization. Paul Graham, founder of Y Combinator, advises early-stage startups to, quote, do things that don't scale, end quote. Starting out by helping a lot of different businesses can be beneficial as it provides a clearer insight into market dynamics. The goal is to identify a sweet spot where there is alignment between your inherent strengths, your market demand, and who you're best at serving. This alignment will guide you in choosing the right vertical market for your agency. This learning process includes saying yes to businesses that may not initially seem like a perfect fit. What was once a tentative yes could turn out to be your best fit client profile down the road. But you won't know unless you say yes. Deep specialization pro tip. Say yes often in the early days of your agency in order to gain a greater awareness of your strengths. By saying yes more often at the start, you can say no more often once you specialize. What makes a good vertical? As you begin to work through the steps of selecting a vertical market using client data, as discussed in Chapter 5, it's crucial to understand the characteristics of preferable and less preferable verticals. Here's a comparison to guide you. Now, in the book, there is a matrix that compares preferable and less preferable vertical dynamics. Let's go through those. Revenue. Preferable. The average annual revenue for businesses in the vertical is over $1 million. Less preferable. The average annual business revenue is below $1 million. Community. Preferable. The vertical has a close-knit community like music labels, franchises, or auto dealers. Less preferable. The vertical is characterized by a loose or disconnected community, for example, local neighborhoods. Industry language. Preferable. Extensive use of jargon, acronyms, and insider sayings. Less preferable. Little use of insider language or jargon. Market growth. Preferable. The industry is on the rise. For example, artificial intelligence, electric vehicles. Less preferable. The industry is shrinking or in decline. For example, newspapers, gas-powered vehicles. Professional requirements. Preferable. Operating in this field requires certifications, licenses, or degrees. For example, doctors, CPAs, and attorneys. Less preferable. No need for certifications, licenses, or degrees to operate a business. Associations and conferences. Preferable. This vertical has at least 2 dedicated associations and conferences. Less preferable. The vertical has none or only 1 dedicated association or conference. Personal or familial connection. Preferable. You have a personal or family connection to the industry. For example, plumbing if your parents owned a plumbing company. Less preferable. The thought of spending vast amounts of time with individuals in this vertical repels you. Probably not a good idea. Professional connection. You have prior experience or connections in the industry. Less preferable. You have no prior knowledge or experience in the industry. Existing recognition. Preferable. Your agency already has a presence or recognition within the vertical. Less preferable. You and your business are not known within the vertical. Okay, now remember, the goal is to find the right intersection between your strengths, market needs, and the clients you serve best. It's not just about finding a market, but ensuring that it aligns with your expertise and passion. In the next chapter, we'll cover the critical importance of empathy in creating success with deep specialization. Chapter takeaways. Even if you think you know the right vertical market, take the time to validate it. Misjudging can result in a significant loss of time and effort. Your history with current and past clients can guide you in choosing the right vertical market. It's often beneficial to begin as a generalist, gather information, and then specialize based on your insights. And finally, make sure you understand the characteristics of a good vertical and what to avoid. Hey, Corey here. I hope you enjoyed that chapter of my book, Anyone, Not Everyone. If you want to get the full audiobook for free, you could do so right now by going to anyoneNotEveryone.com. That's anyoneNotEveryone.com.